Okay, to understand how this works, we're going to have to first understand the current meta of binding right shift to the mouse. And what binding right shift to your mouse allows you to do is for you to raise your RD by holding down F3 and F, and then you can right shift to instantly lower your RD. And this is because your mouse is on a different input device than your keyboard. So when you press a button on your mouse, it doesn't interfere with the keyboard repeat from your keyboard. However, I think F is actually a much better candidate than right shift. And the reason why I think F is better than right shift, right, is because you can hold down F on your mouse, press shift on your keyboard, and it does the same thing. Except now, when you move forward, it does not cancel your F3F. Same thing with jumping, right? It doesn't cancel it. Because you're holding F on your mouse now. If you want to have right shift still bound to your mouse, you can go to your keyboard and rebind one of the keys to a media key, specifically volume up or volume down, which supports keyboard repeat. And then you can go into Autohotkey and rebind volume up to F. And this also allows you to do F3F and using the right shift on your mouse while moving and jumping at the same time. And the reason why you don't use tool screen to rebind here is because even if you rebind it here and make it go to F, every time you press F, it'll raise your volume because tool screen doesn't intercept it before it raises the volume. It just intercepts it before it enters the game. However, there's also a problem with using Autohotkey to rebind volume up. That, as you can see right there, when I reached 2 RD, I was still holding down shift even though I let go of shift on my mouse. That's because for some reason lag can cause Autohotkey to just kind of like freak out when you're pressing shift on your mouse. So it can sometimes just not register you, like letting go of shift basically. To prevent this from happening, you can bind your WASD and your space to buttons that are separate from the rest of your keyboard. In this case, I have them bound to mouse buttons and also browser buttons, which are basically, for Windows, are basically any of these buttons like browser home, browser back, forward, stop, refresh. Just not browser search because that counts as the Windows key. And all of these buttons do not share like the same keyboard repeat space as the rest of the keyboard. And as for search crafting, I originally thought that you couldn't use tool screen for it because if you try to split and rebind like a mouse button in tool screen, it says cannot type, but you simply just have to like change it to what you want it to trigger, and then you can update what it types basically. And so right here I have like all of my WASD and space keys that I've rebounded to, like browser stop, browser favorites, mouse button 4 or 5, 3. They're all rebounded tool screen instead of Autohotkey.